I'm a skeptical robot.
Are you guys ready?
猫のグミグレープゼリーみたいな毛並みマイクと腹をかき捨ててリンクサイドに座る技を指示する帽子に指輪が入ってるよドラップキスフレックスマットはどこ紫猫の髪彼にはキッズの命と秘密のダジャレがあるレスリングのカオス彼こそがそれだエルボードロック彼にはジョークがある彼は解説の王者だボディスラムと紫のフレア髪の声がどこにでも響く
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. Hello. We have such a great show planned for you. Oh, I had no applause. I have a great show planned for you tonight with a great special guest backstage. But before we get started, how you doing, Gummy? How are you today?
I am doing great, and the name is Mick Gummy.
Mick Gummy. We are going to be talking about the infamous McDonald's hot coffee lawsuit. Do you remember when this happened? Were you a little kid like me?
Yeah, this was like, what, 93, 94?
It was 1994, yeah.
94, so yeah, depending what month, I was either a freshman or a sophomore in high school, so yes.
I was a little spark in my daddy's balls at the time. Just kidding. I was a grown man. I like to think that I'm much younger than I really am. But without any further ado, we have a special introduction like we do for all of our guests tonight. Folks, we are very, very proud and happy to have the very generous, doing his community service acts tonight for our special little show. Please welcome Mr. Pat Dixon.
Fingers dance on ivory keys so sly. Punchline sharper than a needle's eye. He's got jokes that sting and a wink to the crowd. Soft notes sing, but his fists talk loud. Laugh it up or take the punch. Pat Dixon serving a 2-for-1 lunch. A tune, a jab, a sly little grin. Enjoy it now. Let the madness begin. Podcast spins like a late night jam. Stories rolling like a battering ram. He's the kind of guy who'll crack a joke, then remind you life's just a puff of smoke. Comedy cuts like a boxer's jab. Left hook humor, grab your cab. Piano smiles, but don't you forget he's the maestro. But there's muscle in his set. Laugh it up or take the punch. Pat Dixon serving a 2-for-1 lunch. A tune, a jab, a sly little grin. Enjoy it now. Let the madness begin.
Hello, Mr. Pat Dixon.
Oh my God, I wore that exact same outfit tonight. I'm so
Thank you so much for being here, sir. We are so happy to have you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, plus stop. I'm happy to be here. I mean, geez, I'll do anything. Obviously, so I've wanted to come on the show for a long time. Big fan.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. We are big fans of yours.
Yes.
Now, we don't want to waste too much time. So we'll get right into tonight's topic. And tell me, what do you remember about the McDonald's hot coffee lawsuit?
Oh, it was an old lady, and she got hot coffee was handed to her through a drive-through, and like the drive-through attendant just intentionally dumped it on her lap, and they awarded her like $1 trillion.
Pretty close. Yeah. She got robot legs after that.
Bigger, stronger, faster.
Yeah, she's still alive. She's 137 years old.
That's happened to Quad Father. He spilled hot coffee on himself.
Yeah. So now, if you know about the show specializes in talking about famous con artists, liars, cheaters, frauds. And this is, I guess you could say, maybe a little bit of a departure from what we typically talk about until you hear about the lesser known facts of this case, which didn't really make it out into the mainstream media or the, larger modern audience. Because at the time, there really weren't a lot of resources to really dig into facts. But what you're going to find is that most of what made it out to the world was either full-on lies or disingenuous misinterpretations of what happened. And what's interesting, what brought this all to my attention was actually my first year of law school. We had to study this case because it was a real example of how, when describing the facts of something, you can lean heavily on something that might be true, but still disingenuous at the same time. Twisting facts. Now, it took me this long to get to it, but you're having a great couple of weeks.
I am actually. Thank you.
Yes.
Great.
Congratulations. We actually talked about maybe having a best week ever. Who's having the best week ever? Recurring show.
Let's face it, I'm due,
Yes.
You are due. Now, the reason that I asked you specifically about this is because you've been having such a good weeks the past couple of weeks. You have a little bit of, let's just say, experience in someone twisting facts or being disingenuous. And so that really kind of brought you to my mind, and I was like, maybe Pat will enjoy this.
I really do like this kind of thing. Sorry to interrupt, but yeah,
No.
absolutely. I mean, the ways people can like misinterpret things, lie but not lie. Focus on a part of the truth that isn't really the significant part, and
Yes.
push a narrative. It's I mean, you see it in the media, but then you see it in the Dabbleverse about twice as much.
Exactly. So I feel like you're catching on to what I'm laying down, and so that's why I thought you might be perfect for this episode.
Thank you so much, Donna.
Donna
Thank you.
G, thank you so much.
Yeah. Oh. That's right back at you, mamita.
Thank you for the 1999. Hello, my favorite people. Happy Friday. Meow gummy. Thank you so much, Donna. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Thank you for being here.
Can I share a quick thing real quick? Now you say about misinterpretation.
Yes, please.
I went to college for marketing. And in my first year, this is a quick interpretation story. For my international marketing story, you guys are aware of the Chevy Nova, the car?
This is a great one. I know this one, yeah.
That car bombed in South America because Nova, when split into two words, Nova, means doesn't move in Spanish. So you're selling a car that says doesn't move.
The
So
Chevy, the Chevy doesn't move.
Yeah, the Chevy doesn't move. So it bombed, and they had to change the name after the first year.
Yeah, that's funny. But ultimately, yeah, what we're going to find out about this case, the McDonald's case, is that McDonald's didn't mind lying, didn't mind twisting the truth, and we're going to see that they had a lot of motivation to continue lying and didn't mind ruining lives in order to save a few dollars.
That's hard to believe. That's hard.
Very hard to believe. Very hard to believe. Not the McDonald's I know. Not the giant mega corporations of America that I know. They are very altruistic, and they care about the common man, as far as I know.
Yeah, I mean, they make the McRib, for Christ's sake.
Yes.
I'm sure all that stuff's good for us.
But before we get too far into it, please let me just give you an opportunity to make me feel special. Would you like to plug anything, Mr. Dixon?
No. I'll be streaming later on of course on YouTube, but I'll also be streaming first at 11 o'clock doing New York City Crime Report at Compound Censored, and the promo code PAT gets you a big discount. So I always like to talk about that. I don't think people know about it so much.
Okay,
Nice.
awesome. All right, sir. Oh, we got Spurk Snake in the chat.
Yes.
Thank you for being here, sir.
One of my
Carl.
favorite chatter names, C. Kyle.
That's C. Kyle 1 2 3 4 5. Thank you for the 199. Oh shoot!
Thank you so
I'm
much.
getting all mixed up here.
Oh, you don't always.
Oh!
That's great. That's great. Carl says gay. Carl, you're blocked. I'm blocking you, Carl. That's Carl. He's great. He just likes he likes to send me money and call me gay.
I'm all right with that.
I'm totally fine with it.
Pay for pay, by definition. I love it.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Carl. Appreciate you. All right. So let's just get started here. And I got a little package here, and I want to give credit.
Yeah, you do.
I want to give credit where credit is due. Is that a lot of this came from a documentary called Hot Coffee. I believe it came out in 2011. And I've cut it up a lot and mixed it up with a couple of other sources. But if there's time, I'm going to kind of go into some other examples of what McDonald's did here, if there's time. But we're going to just stick to this for now. So I hope everybody enjoys this. And along the way, I'm going to just kind of ask you guys basically what you remember hearing about this, and if anything kind of jogs any memories. So we'll get started. Here we go.
You better finish your little cafe latte there. They'll never let you in with it.
So before we get too far into this, we're now 20 seconds into it. Does everyone remember the Seinfeld episode that came out of the hot coffee, or was based on the hot coffee lawsuit?
God, I can't believe how long ago Seinfeld was.
Why not? Because they don't allow outside drinks into the movie. Well, we'll just see if we can't get around that.
Pardon me. Excuse us.
So it was August 18th, 1994. And just to give a quick rundown, the lawsuit was called Liebeck versus McDonald's restaurants. The person that we're going to be talking about, her name is Stella Liebeck, who was 79 years old at the time. Just if there's anybody out there who doesn't know these facts.
In Albuquerque, New Mexico, an elderly woman was severely burned when she spilled a cup of McDonald's coffee in her lap.
An 81-year-old woman has been awarded $2.9 million after she sued McDonald's, claiming their coffee was too hot.
She's 81 there because it took 2 years of litigation. Just want to make that clear.
I thought it took 2 years off her life.
So this is just giving you like a little bit of a rundown of what the media had to say about it before we get into the real facts.
It seems she was holding a cup between her legs while driving.
I spoke to a lawyer. We're suing for millions. Suing? What for? The coffee was too hot.
I've been thinking of quitting work here and suing big companies for a living instead. Suing has become a popular American pastime, and I'd like to get in on some of that easy money.
A college student sued his college because his roommate partied too much. A Florida man sued because he got a bad haircut. Of course, many of these lawsuits fail, but you might win. Stella Liebeck did because of a cup of coffee.
Waste on this frivolous lawsuit, they're not able to waste on other frivolous lawsuits. Like, oh, my coffee was too hot. It's coffee!
The woman, she purchased the coffee and she spilled it on herself. I mean, it wasn't like the McDonald's employee took the coffee, threw it on her. Now that in itself, then
So this is all to kind of also let you know that she was vilified in the media, in news channels. I'm going to be surprised if anyone here, like watching, or if, if Gummy or you, Pat, had heard anything different than a woman got burned by coffee and sued McDonald's. This is actually also just interviewing some random people about it.
It's just people just are greedy and want money, and they'll do anything to get it.
And that's the main thing.
Yeah. She
got painted as being greedy, and there's leaps of logic that are required here, but anyone is allowed to sue anyone. Anyone can file a lawsuit. Any asshole can file a lawsuit. But the fact that she was given a judgment somehow deemed her to be greedy and evil in the court of public opinion. Until we see this.
I think many Americans have a fundamentally wrong perception of the civil justice system. They think that the system is flooded with frivolous lawsuits.
Jackpot justice.
Predatory trial lawyers at it again.
Junk lawsuits over frivolous injuries.
Lawsuit lottery and jackpot justice and frivolous lawsuits. These were bumper sticker phrases that were easy to market and use to move public sentiment away from a strong civil justice system.
The most widely misunderstood story in America.
The whole issue is that the industry does not want the public generally to have access to the courts. So there's all of these devices and methods that business has used to keep consumers out of the courtroom.
Okay, so now we're past a little introduction. So in all seriousness, did either of you guys ever hear anything beyond what we heard in the mainstream media about an old woman suing and getting $18 million? Did y'all ever hear any follow-up to that about the facts of the case.
No, I didn't. But I do remember that back then that this sort of thing was frowned upon a little bit, and it was like people getting big settlements. People would always kind of shake their heads and wonder, like, wow, that much, and it always seemed like it was a lot of money. Like, and like you said, any asshole can file a lawsuit, I even filed a lawsuit against my asshole one time.
My asshole betrays me and betrays my trust constantly. So how about you, Gummy? Did you ever hear any follow-up about this beyond, like what Seinfeld or the news said?
Like I remember everyone constantly saying like she put it between her legs, and I was like, damn, that's her fault. It's coffee. It's not a fucking pussy radiator. And it was just like, but then I also heard a thing that, like I said, I don't know if it's true, but I remember hearing that was the reason why they switched from styrofoam to paper, so you can tell the heat. I don't know if that's true or not, but I remember hearing that.
Well, okay, so this is great. I'm glad to some extent that you guys have not heard any follow-ups. So the truth of the matter is that what we typically kind of consider a frivolous lawsuit, something along the lines of, suing someone for something that's not based in law or based in logic and reason. For some reason, this got associated with that. And I'm going to tell you, this was not a frivolous lawsuit. There were very, very real parts of this thing that deserved McDonald's to be held accountable. And
this was the reason. Pat will know this. You see these, I'm a New York guy. This is why there was always the Jacoby and Myers commercials on TV, like during Jerry Springer. that was like a big law firm that had like commercials during all the Price is Right and the talk shows. Like you always saw their commercials like a few times an hour.
Yeah, I wanted to attract. It seems like garbage people to file lawsuits. I mean,
yeah,
which is whatever. That's funny that you would bring that up because it seems like it belies the point that's being made.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and here we go. Sam Bibley in chat says there was a ton of propaganda produced by corporate think tanks to discredit consumer lawsuits and repeal consumer protection laws. That is a very big part of the story. The timing of it was right on the heel of a lot of political debate on something called tort reform, which basically was a lot of giant corporations getting together to try to limit the amount of damages that they can be sued for should they harm the public. And this was terrible timing for consumers, great timing for corporations to take hold of this and weaponize this content and fudge the facts in their defense to say, look at what consumers are doing to sue, and they're getting rewarded for it. They're getting rewards for nonsense, frivolous claims without supplying all the facts of the case. It was terrible timing. And so let's talk about the real actual parts of this lawsuit that went before a court.
The public perception of it is Stella Liebeck won a lottery. She bought the coffee, she spilled it on herself, and now look, she's a millionaire. When, of course, the facts are much more complicated than that.
Stella Liebeck was a 79-year-old widow sitting in the passenger seat of a parked car when she was burned on February 27, 1992. She had recently quit her job as a department store clerk and moved to Albuquerque to be near her daughter.
The day that the burns happened, my mother and my nephew went through the drive-thru at McDonald's and got breakfast and coffee, and they pulled into the parking lot. And in the Ford Probe, there's slanted surfaces everywhere. There's no place to put the coffee. She put it between her knees and lifted the lid off, and in the process of doing that, spilled the coffee, and all of the hot liquid went into the sweatsuit that she was wearing.
Okay, so far, this is what everyone has heard. Okay, we've all heard this part, we know this part, and these parts are the facts. Now, I'm going to warn everybody, these next few images, I've tried to, I've tried my best to kind of take out the grossness, but there are going to be some pretty shocking scenes that, I don't know, might gross you out.
I already have the concept of the smell of burning old lady crotch, so nothing's going to shock me right now.
Now you want to see it?
Yes.
Call the kids into the room.
Yeah.
So this is where it starts to go off the rails from what we heard in the media.
And pooled in the seat.
All I remember is trying to get out of the car. I screamed, not realizing I was burned that bad. I knew I was in terrible pain.
My mother at 79 was very active. She drove well. She very seldom dropped anything. She very seldom spilled anything. And so that, for her age, at 79 years old, I thought she was remarkable. And she had been working full-time just about until about a week before this all happened.
I'm already starting to feel bad for the old lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, this gets crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry. I thought I was right at the point. I guess I misjudged it. I thought I was at the part of showing the burns, but I guess I wasn't.
Her in that Jackie O dress, it wasn't so bad.
I just realized, yeah, if she's wearing sweatpants, it's gonna stay burning. It's not like if it spills on your skin, you can like wipe it off right quick.
It's worse than that. It's worse than that. In that once you pulled the sweatpants off, you pulled the skin with it because
Right.
it had essentially melded with the skin.
Oh, it made her into Velcro. Fuck me.
Yeah. So I'm going to show what I can show. Like there are some parts I just can't show, and I use Skepto to cover up some of the bad things. Skepto's our mascot, by the way. You'll see him, Pat. But the burns are pretty fucking gnarly.
My name is Charles Allen. I'd like to introduce my wife Judy and her mother Stella Liebeck, the woman who was burned by a cup of.
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
They look like they're playing Family Feud.
They do. And it looks like she doesn't know what to do with their hands, like Ricky Bobby. You know, I don't know what to do with my hands. He's like, stay there, stop.
Scalding hot McDonald's coffee 3 years ago. She cannot speak due to a confidentiality agreement that she signed, but Judy and I have no such agreement.
I am just astounded at how many people are aware of this case and how many people have a distorted view of the case. It doesn't matter where I am or who I speak to. Oh yeah, I know all about that. And well, what do you know?
I got this picture in my mind that she actually pulled up, maybe took the coffee, and dumped it.
I think she went through the drive-through.
She was driving the car.
Tried to drive and drink it at the same time.
So what they're doing is they're asking the public what they had known or what they had heard or what they thought they knew about the situation. And I think the documentarians do a really good job of pointing out that everyone has kind of a different story. And one of them is that she was driving, which is just lending itself to the credibility that they didn't hear the right facts of the case. And then they show the wounds, pictures of the wounds to these people.
The lid might have popped open and it spilled on her lap.
Had it between her legs.
It spilled in her lap. It was too hot.
And then sued McDonald's
for millions of dollars.
And I'll say, what would you say if I told you she wasn't driving? Oh no, she was driving. What would you say if I told you that's a wrong report and she was not driving? She was in the parking lot. She was in the passenger seat. My nephew was driving.
So we had just dropped off my uncle at the airport and went to the nearest McDonald's that I knew of, and this was it. So pulled up.
She ordered coffee with her value meal, and I knew she liked cream and sugar in it. There was no place in my 1989 Ford Probe. Everything sloped. There were no cup holders in that car.
Did I get cream and sugar also?
There's in the bag.
It's in the bag?
Yeah.
Thank you. I pulled out of here knowing that I needed to get organized if I was going to be eating and driving. And I knew she wanted to put her cream and sugar in the coffee, so pretty much...
In case you don't know how a drive-thru works.
Almost exactly in the spot. And and handed her coffee, or had already done that. And so we just went about organizing. And short period after that, she started.
And the reason that this is the reason that this is relevant to the context of the situation is that apparently, and it's funny, I just didn't know this, one of the stories that made its way through the rumor mill was that she was at fault because she was driving and trying to put sugar in her coffee while it was in her lap, which just wasn't true. And that's only just talking about, you know, how basically playing telephone with the facts of the case before we actually talk about like what's substantially and significantly wrong.
I actually had that impression myself.
Yeah, I thought she was a driver until tonight.
Yeah, but that's not. I guess that is what I mean by it is that that's not legally. That's not a legal ramification. It's just talking about how the story got distorted. We're going to actually talk about the legal ramifications a little bit later. Right now, we're just kind of establishing that whatever people thought about the case was wrong because it's how the story was told. And I think
it does make her sound careless.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the best word. Okay, I was struggling with trying to find the right word, but essentially careless, and essentially it was her fault. You know, she was to blame for it, but still somehow was awarded money, which turned her into a villain. Yeah, but here we go.
Thank you, Latanya.
Wanted to get the top off to put cream and sugar in, so I
Thank
put
you.
it between my knees to steady it with this hand, trying to get the top off, and it just went, ooh.
Hey, you gonna show me the burns?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Would that change your mind at all?
Wow. Yes, if I saw injuries like that, I would definitely take a different view.
Is that a pussy?
Of it from what I hear from the media.
Oh my gosh.
The severity of the burns caused.
All right, so listen to this. So this is actually talking about the burns themselves.
Stella Liebeck to go into shock, and her grandson immediately took her to the emergency room.
She was burned over 16% of her body. 6% of the burns were third degree. She was in the hospital.
No, what happened was that it burnt her nipples because they were just so low. It's like
that's funny. So she's saying that third degree burns. Okay, so let's just talk about what that is. We hear it all the time, but we don't necessarily know what that means. There's, you know, first degree, second degree. First degree burns can be described as like very, very minimal, something like a sunburn, or you know, a non-invasive sunburn, I guess I should say. But third degree burns involves all layers of skin. A third degree burn means every layer of skin has been burned. And even sometimes fat and muscle have been burned. Oh. I want to make that clear. So these burns that she got, although not all of them, many of them were third degree burns. And the total area was 16% of her body. Okay. Now
she's skinny too. So that's definitely going to like melt through her.
Yeah.
Oh, for a week.
Okay. So I've distorted the picture a little bit with a little bit of a layer, and we put Skepto on her lady parts.
Jesus.
I'm gonna ask you not to laugh.
It's too late. You asked me not to breathe.
I'm a nervous little girl looking at this.
Yeah.
But
oh my God.
Yes, her private parts were burned.
Wait a second. What did it look like before?
It was actually, this was an improvement.
How do we know coffee did this?
There was a lot of hair beforehand. Like...
Carl, looks like the last puss I went down on. Yeah. So these are the images of the inside of her thighs. What's crazy though is that That's not where it was limited. We're going to see some more.
Yeah, it's definitely not 16% of her body.
Yeah.
I was about to say.
Well, when you count the puss, I mean,
Yeah.
the puss takes it's considered a vital area.
I was about to say, did it pour inside and cook her organs? Like,
So it gets upgraded to a few percent points, you think?
All right, I'm sorry. I was trying not to bring her up, but this is funny. Do you like my cooter? Thank you, Holiday Claw.
Cooter.
Yeah, please, Pat. After the show backstage, can we get you to do it just a drop of that piano? Because
Sure.
Thank you.
Wow.
All right, so here we go. These are
wait. So all the rest of that skin is on her sweatpants on the floor.
Yes.
Man.
All right, so here we go. This is the first picture. There's more.
I'm convinced. Whatever, man. This is,
Yeah.
give her whatever she wants.
Yeah.
Oh, it gets worse. That's the hard part about this. This story gets worse. So
excruciating pain.
I'm sorry. Reed C. Collins'
I was
cat. That caught me off guard. Will she ever be able to have children again? Fuck, man, that's a good one. I'm sorry if I blew your ears out laughing, people. That caught me off guard.
well done,
Yes.
Carl. All right. So, all right. So I'm not kidding. This story gets worse.
So severely that they didn't think I would live.
I'm a nurse, and I was horrified at the type of injuries that she had sustained, the skin grafts and the pieces that were still.
She had to get skin grafts because of the burns. All right.
ongoing.
Which are
So it
sometimes-
was kind of a
sometimes
shocker.
actually made from, skin grafts are often done. I don't know about often, but sometimes done with foreskins. Circle of life.
They had to make her a man afterward. So now if you could see this, and again, I do have this distorted just because of our YouTube overlords. You can see that the burn goes underneath the left leg and goes over the right leg. You can see the top here.
She's the queen of the bull machine.
This is the woman that Carmick lost his virginity to.
This is how she got the waitress elbow.
Her cooter fell off. It kind of did, honestly. All right. So we don't have Mr. Dixon for very long. I want to get this.
Sorry.
Because it's one thing to hear, but it's another thing to see. So it was kind of a, oh my goodness.
We could see the extent of this injury. So we started saying, we need to ask McDonald's to pay for this.
Under no circumstances would she ever sue or do anything like that.
Okay, so this is besides the burns, this is where the story starts to go off the rails, and what starts to build the case for the higher dollar amount. I shouldn't have said anything. It's
We
hard to
thought
explain, but
that
I'll let them
the company
explain.
would take care of medical and everything would be done.
And Chuck and I wrote the letter to McDonald's.
The very first thing we said is, your machine must be too hot, so look at it and fix it if it's broken.
This must be an
It
aberration.
must be an aberration. But if it is your policy, we ask you to worry about that policy because you do not want to have this happen to just one person. And then clearly it can't have happened to just one person.
Medical.
Okay, so just to recap what they're saying, their family members have now incurred I believe they said it was 10,000, but I definitely think it was more than that. I believe it was tens of thousands of dollars in medical bills for skin grafts. Wow. And they write a letter to McDonald's and say, we think you should pay for this, and we want you to know that your coffee's too hot. Again, third-degree burns to a 79-year-old woman requiring skin grafts.
In all fairness, McDonald's saw the picture and they thought it was just a pair of those like turkey legs you get at Renfair.
And they send a letter. I just want to set this up because what you're about to hear is really kind of insane. They send a letter and they say, in your multi-billion-dollar company, maybe you could spare a few bucks to pay for damage you have done. All right? How do you think they, but let's make a game of this. How do you think they responded to that request? Mr. Dixon?
I'm sure they said fuck off.
Okay, there we go. Good night, everybody.
I don't even think they answered. I imagine just rolling up to a ball and throwing it to like a garbage can that has one of those small little basketball hoops.
Yeah.
Matt, this is how the McRib was invented.
Yeah. Oh dear.
What they
us. But it's amazing that skin grafts have ever been, it seems like a real primitive instinct, when skin falls off to just take other skin and kind of put it on there, It's
that
amazing.
is who was the person who thought of that? Yeah, that's the question I always come to is who's the first person to think of something weird that we've accepted as normal?
Primitive man, It's just like, we'll just take some other skin and really.
Or there was like two doctors and like they had like a burn victim, but one of the doctors had like a patch and the guy was like, wait a minute.
Have you ever seen a skin graft? It's really weird. They kind of shave skin off like the way you do a cheese.
It looks like when you the wood shaver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
that got the pat.
It just made me think of the picture again.
I once had a never mind. I'll save that for another episode.
Bills were $10,000. So Stella reached out to McDonald's and asked to be reimbursed.
We couldn't believe that this could happen over spilling the coffee. So we wrote a letter to McDonald's asking them to check the temperature of the coffee and to give recompense for the medical bills. And the response from McDonald's was an offer of $800.
McDonald's does respond, and they say, we'll give you $800. $800. We make billions of dollars, and we'll give you $800. Okay?
That's just their opening position.
That's fair. That is fair. We're going to meet in the middle somewhere.
And it wasn't even $800. It was like $800 worth of those like ice cream coupons they give out on Halloween to kids.
Yeah. The stupid Christmas certificates.
Yeah.
Yes. We'll give you all of our Batman Forever glassware. If you just sign this release form. Okay. So again, they offer $800 for $10,000 worth of skin grafts in 1994. Now I got to remember that part. $10,000 was worth a lot more in 1994. So
We were extremely surprised when McDonald's did not offer more than $800 on what was at that point a $10,000 medical problem.
Oh, bro.
See that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right.
When you are hurt by somebody, harmed in some way, and the person or the company that...
Now, this documentary does a really good job of setting up the American legal system to tell you basically the concept of where we're going. This seems a little useless, but for a lot of people who misunderstand the legal process, like a few people in the Dabbleverse who seem to think they know everything about the law, there are a lot of things that people don't typically know about how to seek a remedy. And it is very important to know some of these things for researching this case in particular because of what happens and how it was manipulated. All right.
Okay. And sorry to cut between your introduction and what we're about to see, but how hot could that coffee have been?
We're going to talk about it.
Okay, we are. Okay, good.
We are going to talk about it. And I don't mind spoiling it, but it was 130 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, the reason we know that is because it was McDonald's policy to keep it at that specific number. And that leads into a lot of where we're going with the story.
Is that Kamala Harris, by the way?
I don't even know who this woman is. Oh, here, executive director.
Yeah, I know,
something,
but it just
something.
looks like her.
It does.
that harms you is negligent or does this intentionally, you have a right to hold that wrongdoer accountable. And those are the civil courts that handle those kinds of cases, and that is our civil justice system. It's a fundamental right that we have. It stems from the Constitution, from the Bill of Rights. Our judicial branch of government is one of the very few places where an average person can actually go and confront a big corporation on somewhat of a level playing field. You know, the other two branches of government are dominated by money and politics. The judicial branch is not, because you can't wine and dine juries.
But in the courts, it's you versus General Motors.
What'd you say, Gummy?
I said, you sure about that?
Well, there's the intended there's the intent the intended procedure and the actual procedure, and that is a big part of this too, is what is intended and what actually happens.
Or it's you versus, Bank of America. And if you can present your information and your complaint in an effective way, you have just as much likelihood of winning as the General Motors does. There's no other part of the government where that's true.
So what she's saying is the intended procedure for our legal system is that you have an opportunity to cite your facts, prove your facts, and whoever has the better argument is supposed to win. Right? I mean, I think we all kind of know that, by default. But these corporations who have larger amounts of money find ways to still, quote unquote, win, but maybe not necessarily through judicial means. This is what we're talking about, and this is where the story's going.
Stella Liebeck had never sued anyone before Albuquerque attorney Ken Wagner took her case. Before they went to trial, they tried twice to settle out of court, but McDonald's refused.
That is another big element to this story. Stella Liebeck did not want to file a lawsuit, and she tells McDonald's, I don't want to sue you. I don't. Can you please just help me out? McDonald's says no. So apparently on 2 different occasions, the threat was made. I'm going to have to sue you. I don't want to. Please just pay my medical bills.
And wouldn't McDonald's be concerned at that point that this sets a precedent and they would be paying a ton of settlements? And so would that be part of their reluctance to do that?
I was trying to find some kind of sound effect that I could drop. I guess I don't have one. I need a ding, ding, ding. How about this? That is correct, Mr. Dixon. That is presumably what their motivation was in denying a settlement.
Yeah. But also on the other side of the coin, when my mom used to hit me with the slipper, she was like, I don't want to do this. You're making me do this.
But here's the thing is, now weigh the consequences out logically. $10,000 of medical bills. This woman is saying, I do not want to put you under a microscope, under the public eye, and allow someone else to pick how much money you owe me.
Right. And I don't want to show my burn up cooter to a courtroom.
I definitely don't want to show my mangled, wretched cooter.
I don't want to show my
be rough.
Yeah. McDonald's, please. I don't want to show my Freddy cooter.
I definitely don't want to do that. So please, all I'm asking you is give me $10,000. And they say, fuck you, sue me. And then she does it again. And she says, all I'm asking for is $10,000. I will go away. I'm an old lady. I'm going to die soon.
Yeah, I'll die before I spend this.
Yeah, just give me $10,000 to compensate me. Not even a profit. Just give me $10,000. And they say, nope.
Rubble.
Yes. And so then this lady says, fine, have it your way. Because that's your motto. That was their motto back then, wasn't it? Have it your way?
Is that
Burger King?
It's Burger King.
Yeah, I was going to say, what?
Damn it. That would have been so much better. Way to step on my punchline.
Yeah.
You could have lied.
Yeah.
We
By the
bought
way,
a
Mrs.
product.
Meg.
It was
What's that?
Sorry, Mrs. Meg said Gummy only got the slipper. Lucky. No, that was for Mom. Pops used the belt. I'm just saying. I ain't get away lucky. Sorry.
Sparks says, doodly don't.
used as intended. It was unreasonably hot and therefore unreasonably dangerous. And those were the essential facts.
Wait, did he say it was
I was
used
not
as
in it for-
intended? I don't think that's how it's intended to be.
What
Maybe
I don't
some
think
people do it that way.
Vaginally. I don't think she requested a McEnema.
Yeah. If you do, you
Hey.
use a straw.
Hey, you eat pussy your way. I'll do it my way. Thank you.
Liebeck had never sued anyone
What did he say
before
there? Hold
Albuquerque
on.
attorney Ken Wagner took her case. Before they went to trial, they tried twice to settle out of court, but McDonald's refused.
We bought a product. It was used as intended. It was
Bought a product that was used as intended. Okay. Yeah, I guess there's an argument to be made there.
unreasonably hot and therefore unreasonably dangerous.
Ah, here we go. Okay, so we have somebody here in the chat says she put the coffee between her legs and drove off. Right. I'm going to ask you to back up a little bit. We explained that this is a misconception. Not exactly. So, see, I like this interaction from a case that is kind of in the zeitgeist, and people think they know or I shouldn't say think they know. They were told. The people were told these quote unquote misleading details.
And when people have the details
those were the
wrong,
essential.
when they have the details wrong immediately after seeing you talk about them, that's when you know you're making a difference.
Well, I think people are showing up late. we had a little bit of a rise in numbers here, but yes, so many things were disingenuously spread. But we're gonna get more into it.
The coffee was disingenuously spread. Her legs are disingenuously spread for those photos.
Oh God, gross.
Generously spread.
Actual facts.
I was not in it for the money. I was in it because I wanted to bring the temperature down so that other people will not go through the same thing I did.
Oh, hey, Reverend Hamhead, thank
Hammers.
you for the 20 Louis Greenberg memberships. Thank you very much,
love
Mr.
that.
Hamhead.
God, that makes me so happy.
Appreciate that. Hamhead, Mr. Dixon was my very first subscriber when my channel started.
That's awesome.
He has been very generous. He's cool and also Tennessee native.
And a man of God.
And a reverend. Yes, he's a reverend. He is actually, not a joke, he is a reverend of the Church of, oh shit, what's it? Remind me what it's called, Hamhead. It's the, it was a legit religion created.
Oh, the Church of the Burning Gash.
from the movie The Big Lebowski. It's dudism or something like that. And he is an ordained minister in their church.
That's awesome.
Remind me what it's called.
Latter-day Dude.
I think it's called dudism. I might be wrong.
He put it Latter-day Dude.
Oh, Latter-day Dude. Oh, okay. Yeah. Got it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
There's sometimes a little trouble there because the preacher says something and then the congregation can be like, man, that's just like your opinion.
Rebel Trenchcoat.
Thank you, RTC.
Thank you. New at McDonald's, the Scalding McDouche.
Oh, man.
I'm shocked that people are making jokes out of this.
I know. I'm outraged. I'm just as angry as you are, Mr. Dixon. How dare they? This might be the one where I don't drop a fart sound because it just seems like off-putting.
Because it might sound like her skin bubbling.
Yes.
Like,
oh, yeah. Okay. So you said it is Dudism, the Church of the Latter-day Dude. All right. Okay. So here we go.
I got involved in the Liebeck case by way of invitation from Reed Morgan, who was lead counsel. And once I met Reed and met Stella Liebeck and looked at the evidence, they had my full attention because the coffee
in question was brewed at temperatures that would approximate.
I mean, look at this picture of this lady snatch.
The temperature in your radiator after you drive from your office to home. In Discovery, we learned that in the franchise directives and manuals that the franchisee
pay attention to this because this is very important.
Was required to follow, that they had to have their waters at certain temperatures. And then they said,
okay, I'm so sorry. I misspoke.
Whoa.
I said 130. It is 180 to 190.
So what's boiling point for? I don't even know.
Good.
It's got to be not too far from that, right?
Yeah. Let's see. Boiling.
While you look that up, I want to make a point that attorney, he looks like he'd be the police chief in an 80s film where he's like, damn it, you have 24 hours to turn in your badge and gun.
I want your badge and your gun. You're out. Okay, boiling is 212.
Jeez.
All right.
Oh
So
my
this is at
God.
180 to 190 as a matter of policy, not as a, some rogue employee from McDonald's corporate headquarters. It was a requirement that the coffee be held between 180 to 190.
I'll say 180 is the low point.
Right. I don't know where I got 130. Sorry about that.
Incredible.
Yes. Now it gets worse.
the holding temperature should be 180 Fahrenheit to 190 Fahrenheit.
Hot liquid, whether it's coffee or water or any liquid like that, if it's in the range of 180 degrees or hotter, if it is in contact with your skin for more than just a few seconds, it will produce very serious burns. If you're lucky, it'll produce a second-degree burn. If you're not as lucky, you will get third-degree or full-thickness burns requiring skin grafting and surgery.
Yeah, and that Ford Probe did not have the pussy hose upgrade.
But the new ones do. It's part of the Bluetooth package.
And with the motorized window upgrade.
You get an app on your phone, you drain the pussy.
It's the Eddie Bauer edition.
McDonald's policy was to serve coffee between 180 and 190 degrees. That's about 30 degrees warmer than most home coffee brewing machines. A burn expert testified that liquid at 180 degrees could cause third-degree burns within 15 seconds.
Within 15 seconds can cause a third-degree burn. Now, do we remember, I gave the definition earlier of what third-degree burn is, and that involves all layers of skin and potentially also including fat and muscle.
And what do you do when you get it on there? I mean, you stop, drop, and roll? You know what I mean? There's no real,
I mean, when you're sitting, it's fucking open the door, tuck and roll.
Yeah. It's air your snatch out as fast as you can.
Yeah. You turn the AC all the way up.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, this is nuts. Now, here the crazy part about this is it was policy, meaning worldwide, or at least, okay, I guess I don't know that for certain. Let's just say nationwide. Nationwide.
And there are dozens of McDonald's restaurants.
I think there's like thousands. I think there's thousands. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the sign says 100 served.
Holiday tour. Is anyone else protecting their crotch at the moment?
Actually.
Yes, protecting.
Yeah. So guess what? It gets worse.
Tell me what's hotter.
All right. That says that at trial, it was revealed that McDonald's had over 700 previous complaints about burns from their hot beverages.
One punch chat, quick, blow on Granny's cooter.
I'm hoping that this was among the worst, at least.
Yeah.
Maybe. We don't know. But that whole issue about them refusing to settle happened 700 times before this one. That's the weirdest part about this case is that, like you said, Mr. Dixon, that was their motivation. Their motivation was, as soon as we give in to one of these, full hog, for lack of a better phrase, that means it's going to open the floodgates and every asshole's going to want money. So
literally,
I'll say you beat me to it.
We've got to keep the conditions low for settling these cases while not changing our policy to keep the water or the coffee at 180 to 190 degrees.
Oh, yeah, I mean, 700 complaints, that's millions who didn't complain.
Right.
They had over 850 complaints prior to this policy of cold coffee.
Pat,
I was just about to say that.
Pat, you're joking. But what if I told you that's the truth? And we're about to hear it actually come out of the mouth of one of the people involved in the case.
Lawyers produced documents that showed that between 1983 and 1992, nearly 700 people claimed that they had been burned by hot coffee at McDonald's.
McDonald's was on big time notice that they had a product that was dangerous and it was burning people. We argued that to the jury, that they were callous and indifferent in simply not turning down the temperature.
And if you add up the burn history of McDonald's since January...
I want you to see this. This is the manager of the McDonald's Quality Assurance Group, his testimony at this trial.
Of 1983 until March of 92, it's over 700 burn cases, and that doesn't surprise you, does it?
I can't say that I'm surprised or not surprised. I'm glad the number's not higher.
All right.
I'm really pleased that it's not more than that.
I thought that was terrible that he was so indifferent.
This is a juror who's specifically citing to that testimony.
About it, even if it was just one person, that's enough to pay attention to. I mean, one person that spoke up. I'm sure there's more than that was damaged by hot coffee, but it's so easy to burn at that temperature, and they were so indifferent about it.
If you were to take a sip of that coffee, enough to where you could feel it go down your throat, you can't do that at 180 to 190 degrees, can you? Because you'll be burned.
You better not do that. You will get burned.
An expert...
Did you hear that? Their quality assurance guy says that testimony, yep, it's going to burn the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
And here's where we're going to get into the numbers game.
For McDonald's testified that burns are exceedingly rare, one for every 24 million cups of coffee served.
They just said it's statistically insignificant.
That's exactly what you said, Pat. It is statistically insignificant given the amount of money that's coming in through the door and the amount of money they would save by not giving in to the demands of these people who are burned. So essentially just saying, fuck you, to people who they are directly responsible for hurting. These people have had, significant physical injuries, maybe even having their lives ruined. And McDonald's says, well, in the grand scheme of all the money we're making, we can't pay you what we owe you because, hey, it's going to make other people want us to do it too. Wow. So.
Well, they did kind of like no change in the temperature policy, but isn't this around the time that they started adding, warning coffee is hot on the cup?
Probably was because of this.
After this, it was because of this. Yes,
exactly. Yeah, and you know how, like, I don't know if you know, but in some countries, here's my cigarettes. There's a Surgeon General's warning, but they'll actually put a picture, of
Canada.
Like
in Canada, they put a picture of a mouth with cancer on it.
So I think you see where I'm going with this.
I would buy coffee more.
It's a good thing she can get burned by a Big Mac, because if that's on the box right before you open it, if you see her box before you open that box, it's ugh.
All right, we're gonna have to make that happen. We're gonna have to show that and send it to them and say this is what it should look like.
I'm on it, boss.
And we're not going to change what we do.
People interact with hot beverages all the time in a fast food restaurant, and that doesn't necessarily mean.
So this was McDonald's attorney saying, why should they have to care? Why should they have to do anything when there are employees who deal with hot beverages every day and they don't get hurt? That's literally what she's saying here.
That the restaurant is doing something wrong.
Attorney Tracy Jenks tried the case for McDonald's and argued that Mrs. Liebeck bore personal
Attorney Rosie O'Donnell
responsibility because she
I
spilled
thought
the
their
coffee
torso
on
looked like
herself.
Homer Simpson's head.
Yes.
And that
With a
McDonald's
terrible mullet.
coffee wasn't any hotter than the coffee at other fast food restaurants. She said the reason the coffee was so hot was because that's what customers wanted.
McDonald's had a really, really strong reason for why they brewed their coffee at the temperature they did. It was an industrial standard based on the maximum extraction of the flavor and the maximum holding temperature.
So what she's saying is that policy for keeping at 180 degrees to 190 degrees was a matter of flavor efficiency.
Tell that to that 79-year-old
Yeah.
pussy, you know?
Yeah.
Talk about extraction of flavor.
Flavor.
No one will ever go down on her again.
Yeah.
Because of that.
Yeah.
The jury saw how liquid at that temperature can scald when they were shown graphic photos of Mrs. Liebeck's burned groin.
The photos depicted
the 5
where
gifted
they had to
stubs.
graft the skin from the side of her legs to close the third-degree burn. And I think if people would have seen the severity of the burns, they would have realized it was not a laughing matter.
Yeah, chat.
After 7 days of testimony and 4
It's not as
4
punchy
hours of
in a monologue,
deliberation,
though. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
jurors came up with a comprehensive answer to a complicated case. They unanimously agreed to award Stella $200,000 in compensatory damages.
Now here is where the facts start to get muddled in the media. And this is where the disingenuous nature of how the story is told really, really is obvious. We just heard that she was awarded 200, was it 200, what did they say, 200, 280?
200,000.
Okay, so 200,000 compensatory damages. Now, compensatory means exactly what what it sounds like, is that we are giving you this as a compensation for your time, your damages, you know, your any expenses that you might have had. It is supposed to, yes, it is supposed to compensate you. But then there's another type of damages called punitive damages, which means this is intended to punish the person who caused the harm. This is the extra on top. So this is where it gets a little complicated.
But because she caused the spill, they reduced that to $160,000. Jurors set punitive damage.
I forgot about that part. So they basically said, hey, this wasn't entirely McDonald's fault. You did have a hand in spilling it. So here's the total number, but then we assign a percentage of fault and we're going to reduce it by that amount. So I think they said she was 20% responsible. So they reduce it by 20%.
To send the message to McDonald's to turn down the temperature of the coffee.
It's 20% from all the skin she lost.
Yeah, that's true.
Percentages of how much
Call it a cooter tax.
was her fault versus, you know, how much was McDonald's. And we finally came to assign 20% fault to Mrs. Liebeck because she had initially spilled the coffee. And we assigned 80% of the blame to McDonald's because they had a very long history of people being injured. And they were so adamant that it was such a trivial thing that they weren't going to bother to do anything other than just continue to rake in the money on their coffee sales. And The fact that it was their own records really damned McDonald's as far as I was concerned, because it was very obvious that they knew there was a problem and they were ignoring it completely, just totally disregarding the consumer safety.
So it says the jury awarded Mrs. Liebeck $160,000 in compensatory damages and $2.7 million in punitive damages. But as we've all discussed already, what got said in the media wasn't exactly that detailed. What everyone just talked about was that an old lady poured coffee on herself and got $2.8 million, without talking about what led to the $2.8 million. The $2.8 million was specifically a punitive measure by the jury in order to get McDonald's to fix their policy and also to punish them for 700 other cases that they had not responded to accurate or appropriately in the jury's opinion.
Yeah. So she was like the old lady who comes in right at the right time on a slot machine.
Yes.
I mean, if the punitive damages were sort of makeup calls for the 700.
That's it. She was basically the straw man. She or whatever you want to call it. The representative of all past victims, and this was a measure in order to punish McDonald's, not to reward her. But we never heard that in the news. Nobody picked up on that. Nobody talked about that. It was all about an old woman who sued for $2.8 million. Our tort, and then that got turned into our tort system is flawed, and this was a frivolous lawsuit. Now, where do you think that information came from?
Well, McDonald's.
They had no problem ruining these people's lives and then also trying to do damage control and save themselves in the court of public opinion. Because you think $2.8 million is going to make them even skip a beat? No, it's still not very much. It's enough. It's a lot for one woman. But when you put in all these facts, it was essentially a blatant lie to say a woman sued McDonald's and was awarded $2.8 million because her coffee was hot.
Yeah, and I remember the headlines at the time were really harsh. I mean, I've never seen the words, besides this case, I don't think I've ever seen the words dumb old bitch in a headline.
Burnt cunt. And so, like I was saying, Mr. Dixon, is that Mrs. Liebeck was also a victim of disingenuous telephone game, leaning into facts of a much larger story without leaning on the significant parts of the story. So while you can say a woman was awarded $2.8 million from spilling hot coffee, it's essentially true, but it's not the whole story. And her life was ruined in the media, and nobody gave a fuck about her at that point because they thought she was a villain. They thought she was this evil person who had filed this frivolous lawsuit because that's all they were being told, and we didn't have the internet at the time to go look up facts. Yeah. And it was weaponized. And then so I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's talk about where corporations took this story.
Yeah, she got fired for being the where's the beef lady, so she had to make her money somehow.
We looked at the coffee sales on a daily basis, and we figured about 2 days worth of coffee sales. We thought that was...
That $2.8 million, like I was saying about it's not going to help McDonald's, it's not going to make McDonald's skip a beat, was the equivalent of 2 days of coffee sales. Not even food.
I was going to say they could make that in less than a day because it's the corporation. It wasn't that exact, you know what I mean? It wasn't that franchise itself. It was the full company.
It was simply the equivalent of 2 days of coffee sales, $2.8 million. But still, she was painted as being a greedy, frivolous lawsuit filing John Melendez.
And they offered her $800.
Yeah. $800. And also, like, they could have just giving her the 10,000. You know, like if $2.8 million isn't a drop in the bucket, what's 10,000? You know,
calculate and come up with 800. Is there a blue book value on old vagina? Like, okay, for wear and tear and.
In fact, there is, and I have it right next to me. Let me read you. Hold on, let me flip through that. It's the reference.
Like a 1911 vagina or something.
Yeah,
it's insane. It is.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
$800 is like one lip. Like for
Fair amount and punitive damages, we assessed at $2.7 million.
Punitive damages are very rare and they have a specific purpose, which is to essentially change the behavior of the wrongdoer.
Only way you can get the attention of a big company would be to make punitive damages against them. And this was a very...
So they're saying specifically, this wasn't for her. This money was not intended to reward her for her injuries. It was intended to correct McDonald's. Now, the money has to go somewhere and it's going to go to her, but the whole point of this is to get them to change their policy and to not be assholes and ignore 700 other complaints.
very small punitive damage, we thought.
I remember I could see Judge Scott going like this with his pencil, and I thought, oh, I hope he's counting digits on the verdict form. And he was.
They based the amount on the revenue from 2 days of coffee sales, $2.7 million. The size of the award got the media's attention, but it overshadowed the rest of the story. Details of the case and the facts related to how the jury made its decision went mostly unreported.
Several days after the verdict, I had news crews from France, Japan, Germany in my driveway wanting to interview me. I mean, I was stunned.
After the verdict came in Wednesday, August 17th, the Albuquerque Journal ran the first story. The Associated Press and Reuters wire services then filed reports, and the story was picked up in dozens of newspapers.
So here's where the telephone game really comes into play, where we start to see how the facts start to get distorted when reporting it.
Papers worldwide. It became an international news event. But as the story's reach got bigger, the word count got smaller. In some papers, it was not more than a blurb.
697 words in the Albuquerque Journal became 349 words in the AP, and became as few as 48 words in various renderings by major metropolitan newspapers. 48 words can't explain a lot.
By the time
woman coffee milk. What'd you say?
By the time it got to the New York Post, it was like burnt bitch got rich.
Yeah.
Millions sounds like a ripoff, not like a logical consequence of a thoughtful
DJ Electric
trial.
The report aired on more than a dozen national broadcasts and twice as many local news shows. The condensed telling of the story created its own version of the truth. Instead of pointing out she spilled the coffee in the passenger seat of a parked car, this was the new narrative.
It seems she was holding a cup between her legs while driving.
There you go.
Wow. Just a flat out lie.
Flat out lie. And then this is how it starts to spread. And then so many people, I keep repeating it. I just wish I could come up with a better analogy, but it was a game of telephone. It changes as it goes from the next set of years to the next set of years.
Between her legs, drove down the street, spilled it, burned herself, sued McDonald's, and collected.
Stella has received letters saying stuff like,
I was driving down the road. I had no business driving down the road with coffee between my legs and all that stuff. See, they're just plain ignorant.
My mother was
made... And to be, we really should have known better. You know what I mean? So, like, old people, they were not into shit like this.
Yeah.
You know, frivolous lawsuits. I mean, this is like the greatest generation and all that. I mean, you know, these are people who really did live differently. They were not going to acclimate to that situation and see a way to make a quick buck.
And by all accounts, that's exactly her mentality of it. I'm not looking for a quick buck. I just want you to pay me what I spent because it was your fault. And and it was your policy to keep it this hot, and it burned me. And you know, I don't know. It's just crazy, and I get that there is still that underlying value of, well, coffee's going to be hot. Yes, coffee's going to be hot. What McDonald's did was require that it be at an abnormal level of hot. And then the direct result was essentially a burn nearly to the bone of this old lady.
Yeah, and then the whole fucking country was like, "Oh, wah, your pussy hurts." This is coffee. It's hot, okay? It was like, this is like the kind of the dawn of the outrage era, you know? I mean, this is where it all started, the outrage news cycle and everything. And yeah, I mean, just from a stand-up perspective, you remember like Dennis Leary and shit, you know, and Sam Kinison, you know, this is sand, you know, like simplifying problems down to this really absurd level. But I mean, I kind of checked out as soon as I saw those pictures, to be honest.
It's funny, like, if that happened today, she would have got a super tip with like Ronald McDonald, like, that's what you get for driving with coffee at 90 to 5.
Pussy with 5.
Yeah.
And then also, the whole thing about, I mean, it's exactly what you're saying. Yeah, it was her generation of saying, look, just pay me and you know, pay me what I spent. I'll go away. You never have to hear from me again. And they're like, nope. And she
did use the money though, and she started the Burnt Pussy Fund.
Yeah.
The Burnt Pussy Foundation.
Yeah.
For just 79 cents a day.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of like those SPCA commercials with Sarah McLachlan singing, you know, in the arms of an angel, just showing burnt pussies.
Yeah. The Ronald McDonald House can suck a dick. Welcome to the Burnt Snatch Ranch.
And then they started the McCafe, you know?
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. Well, okay. So this story is not done.
Real quick, by the way, one real quick thing is that in the 94, I did the inflation calculator. It's a little over $5.9 million in today's dollars.
Wow.
Well, there's another bombshell.
The villain in this story. It's like bullying. It feels like bullying.
I mean, it's not like the McDonald's person leaned over the car and poured it. It was an accident.
Very much like urban legends. It is a very compelling
you can feed
story.
A starving pussy.
Once everybody decides what it
and who of us is not begged to be asked, please feed my starving pussy.
is true about
sitting in these crude structures with flies everywhere.
something in the media has been sort of an echo chamber for it, then how do you deal with the fact that they might be wrong?
Now she claims she broke her nose on the sneeze guard at the Sizzler, bending over looking at the chickpeas. So,
ooh, my coffee was too hot. It's coffee!
The lawsuit also got a lot of play on talk radio.
It was a very hot issue for a long time. It's probably one of the most sensational, high-profile tort cases of the last 20 years. So when tort reform comes up, most people say, oh, sure, the McDonald's case.
Republican lawmakers crafted...
All right, Holiday Twosses. They planted a garden called the Snatch Patch.
in the contract with America seized the moment. They tapped into public outrage over frivolous lawsuits to promote the Common Sense Legal Reform Act.
So I'm going to admit, this part made me more sick than the pictures of the burnt pussy.
Liebeck's case became Exhibit A.
If a lady goes through a fast food restaurant, puts coffee in her lap, burns her legs, and sues and gets a big settlement, that in and of itself is enough to tell you why we need to have tort reform.
She spilled hot coffee on her lap while sitting in her car and claimed it was too hot. Every day we hear about another outrageous lawsuit.
This is where it just gets crazy. It gets weaponized and people lean into it. And wow. I don't know if it was intentional. I don't know, of course, what people knew or if they really believed this, but regardless, it's spreading lies. At least
And McDonald's doesn't have to
insincere.
pay and individually pay all these people, to go and do this because it's just an easy take. I mean, I know stand-up comedy doesn't have that much to do with it, but all these talk show hosts and shit like that, they're telling jokes about it. Radios, DJs telling jokes about it, talk radio, all this stuff, and there's even a hint of irony, even in just like a narrator's voice. It's on the news, like somebody reading. Spilled hot coffee on her cunt and then expected money. It's like it's such an easy take and people can't resist that, it's really too bad.
It is too bad. I mean, and it was careless, I think is really the best word.
In the internet age, you couldn't I don't think it could be like this, could it?
I don't think so because there's so many people now who love to research facts and prove the media wrong.
Did I just say the internet age? God, I sound like an idiot. But
I knew what you meant. It's okay.
She couldn't just post pictures of her burn up pussy, back then.
But now she could. She'd be an OnlyFans model. People would pay to see it.
I was saying it'd be a profile picture to like fucking porn bomb John Melendez. It's like I'm just like.
His portrayal as a scheming wannabe millionaire was based on the jury's award.
Wow,
that was named and that was actually cited in the court documents. Failure to queef.
Yeah.
Loss of queef activities.
But that amount was only a suggestion.
Grant her relief.
Yes.
Anytime anybody if anybody called her out, like personally, I don't know if that happened or not, but I mean, all she had to do is just raise her dress.
Look at this, you son of a bitch. Okay, now here's the bombshell, okay?
In reality, the judge significantly reduced the punitive damages.
Whoa.
So even though the damages were reduced, people still said she won $2.8 million, when in fact, that wasn't really even true. The judge reduced the punitive damages award from $2.7 to $480,000.
Wow.
But did state that McDonald's had engaged in willful, wanton, and reckless behavior. So at this point, it's not disingenuous. It's not insincere. It's a bold-faced lie. People are lying when they say that this old woman was awarded $2.8 million for spilling hot coffee on herself.
Better story.
Yeah, and you know what's the best way to teach a lesson? Lower the punishment.
Yeah, I wish I understood the reasoning of that. I don't get it. I think it was just.
I actually do get it, because McDonald's is look, I guess it's owned by the McDonald's family, and they're trying to get a little business concern going. Why should they have a speed bump like this?
They're a little mom and pop shop.
Yeah.
It's insane. It is insane. But that doesn't stop people from feeding this fire and then weaponizing it and then even taking it to our to what am I trying to say here? To our lawmakers. To our lawmakers. So lawmakers get a hold of this and try to use it as evidence for the need for tort reform. It's just insane. The whole story is insane. So Miss Liebeck and McDonald's eventually settled for a confidential amount. So the truth is, we really don't even know what she got.
Amount was reduced.
$480,001.
The initial award,
What the hell is that? I'm sorry. Like, if once you have a verdict from a jury and it's even been reduced by then what's the? You can actually we'll settle. Beyond that, I mean,
I guess you can appeal, maybe, Luigi.
Essentially, after that, is that the judge does have the power to alter the decision in a civil case like this. Not change it, but alter it. Just basically say, okay, look, I know you found them guilty, fine, but I will assess the punishment. So essentially, they found them guilty. They came up with this, equation, and the judge said, well, no, I don't. I think in what's the word I'm trying to say here is that as a matter of oh God, I don't know why the fuck is my brain blanking on me right now? To make a case for the public to see, I don't know why I'm really blanking on the word there. We want it to look like they're being punished, but in reality, let's keep this practical and only require them to pay this much. So that's what happened. So what could have potentially happened after that, and I do not know, I'm only speculating here, is that Liebeck says, well, I'm going to appeal. And McDonald's says, if you don't appeal, we'll give you a couple extra bucks.
Oh, okay.
So
480,000 in coupons for free coffee.
The word I think the phrase I was looking for was to make a statement, meaning yeah, for optics, for the appearance, we want it to look like McDonald's was being punished. But ultimately, you know, it's in name only. Anyway,
I mean, that's funny. They want it to look like there was a punishment, but I mean, McDonald's is the one that needs the message, not the public so much. The public is outraged by that message.
Exactly. And so much of this just doesn't make sense. So much of this just doesn't add up. And that's what's the crazy part about it. And this is one I've wanted to do for a long time. I just didn't really know exactly how to get the message across. But this is really all about lying. It's just all about being disingenuous, all about being completely insincere in news reporting. It's reckless. It's completely reckless.
It is. Do we know how the judge felt about tort reform?
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a very good question. I'm curious about that now. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'd like to know.
I mean, obviously, if he wanted, if he wanted the public to be outraged, $2.7 million, and then quietly reduce it, a lot like that.
Matt, a peel.
Old Roy Rogers thighs.
I got about 8 minutes left on this video package. Are you cool with
good hang out? Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Got
Appreciate it, Pat.
everybody's attention, not necessarily in a favorable way.
I sued Starbucks because I spilled a frappuccino in my lap.
That's Weird Al Yankovic making a case of this. And it's like you said, this was a gold mine for comedians at the time.
It's cold. I'm going to sue. Yes, I'm going to sue.
The media in corporate America turned a disadvantage into an advantage, an extreme advantage as to how they dealt with this case and its aftermath. I mean, Mrs. Liebeck became a joke. The jury function became a joke, notwithstanding the fact that we had 12 good, hardworking New Mexico citizens on that jury, and it was a unanimous verdict. But
that's another part of this story that if people understood the justice system would not have come to this conclusion, which is hearing, just one part and then another part and then coming to your own conclusion, hearing old woman drops coffee in her lap, awarded $208 million. People were just willing to buy that. There's so many moving parts of that story, and that's what he is saying is
moving parts. Yeah, liquefied crotch on the sweatpants. That's what they needed to hear.
Yeah, is that 12 unaffiliated, completely independent jurors came to this conclusion. It wasn't just something that happened. So it wasn't a flip of the coin. It wasn't, like you said, going up to the slot machine. This was evaluated and considered. So, but at the time, people wanted to believe what they were hearing because it was the funnier story or the more compelling story to think that some woman just fell into $208 million for drinking some hot coffee and people, of course, obviously probably had their own preconceived ideas that, oh, how bad could she have burned? Not that bad, whatever. It's just crazy.
It undermines people's faith in the civil court system, I'm sure. And then, and just thank God there was not a case in the mid-90s that would undermine people's faith in the criminal justice system.
or a public hearing of the highest man in office being corrupt. Yeah, God, the 90s were really a fucked up time, weren't they?
Yeah, bro, coffee on pussies, cigars in pussies. What the fuck's going on?
Caroline in the City.
Yeah.
NFL players cutting people's heads off.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Did that happen?
Not
Oh,
a court-
right.
not a-
I forgot. I think of him as an actor.
He was great in the Naked Gun movies.
Yes, he was.
They did a masterful job of taking this simple verdict and turning it upside down, as though people like Mrs. Liebeck are trying to take economic advantage of the whole legal system.
Stella was not allowed to talk to the press. But over the last 2 decades, her lawsuit has become part of the cultural discourse.
We got a chance? Do we have a chance? You get me one coffee drinker on that jury, you gonna walk out of there a rich man.
Stella's daughter says that although over the years some stories have given greater context and a new perspective, her family is still haunted by a perception that doesn't seem to go away.
Plasma getting bigger, Jesus getting smaller, spill a cup of coffee, make $1 million.
I like Toby Keith, but he did.
I had to watch this to understand this was apparently a famous popular song, I guess.
Assume.
Did the American Ride.
It's gonna hit the shame.
Do we have to keep living this over and over and over again?
Man, it's hot. How hot is it? It's so hot, I poured McDonald's coffee in my lap to cool off.
What people believe are the facts of this case and how deeply held those convictions are has become useful to attorneys.
It's good to see that Futurama still doesn't make us laugh.
Yeah. I love Futurama. Not the new ones, though. The new ones suck.
The case that became an example of juries being out of control is now used to screen potential jurors.
It's a wonderful litmus test. If you're putting someone on a jury, you really have to know how they feel about this case to know whether they are open to the facts that you're going to present. McDonald's has been in the public mind cast as the victim. That Stella Liebeck needed to defend her reputation is the saddest piece of this whole story to me.
Stella Liebeck died in 2004 when she was 91.
Of a broken pussy.
The emotion that she went
That's
through.
why she's in the wheelchair.
She just felt like people were coming at her.
According to current franchisee handbooks, coffee must now be held and served 10 degrees lower.
Oh my God.
Do you get that? 10 degrees lower as of 2025.
It takes 20 seconds to
Yeah.
You know they've had, I mean, come on, man. Who would complain about it now at this point? I wonder.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus. Were there any copycat crotch burnings after this?
You know, that's a great question. I've never heard of any, but I'm going to speculate and assume, yeah, there had to have been.
Had to have been.
Had to have been. Yeah, absolutely.
I just imagine like McDonald's like low-key, like doing like a low-key slap in the face, like they buy her tombstone and it's like loving mother, but the M is the McDonald's M. It's a mother.
They put her in Ronald McDonald makeup. Like a picture of her. Yes. So, did McDonald's learn their lesson? 10 degrees says yes.
Dane.
This big push to publicize the McDonald's case came in the midst of an attempt to pass federal legislation that was going to limit the consumer's right to go to court. It meant that there were going to be caps on damages, that there were going to be all sorts of changes in the rules of what you could do in order to bring a case into court. And so there was this humongous campaign by industry attempting to affect juries, but also attempting to affect senators.
So, this is what I was alluding to earlier, is that it becomes weaponized. Now, despite the fact that we know that this woman did not win $2.8 million, it is still used as a weapon for proponents of tort reform, meaning that if you are found to, or if you're awarded a case against a giant corporation for a tort, meaning a physical injury, essentially. It could be emotional, but primary 90% physical injuries, that there'd be a cap on how much money you can get. So we've now gone from disingenuous, insincere, lying reporting to now disingenuous, insincere, lying lawmaking.
But the lie, like you said, is couched in the truth, because they can still say, as can we, as can anybody, and be accurate. A jury awarded her $2.7 million.
Yeah.
That's still accurate. A jury did award her.
But it's not. I mean,
of course, it's a lie.
Yeah, it's a lie by omission. But yeah,
it's a lie by omission. It's also a fudging of the facts. And
it's still technically accurate.
It's still technically accurate.
That's the kind of shit I hate the most.
Now, unfortunately, I did not mean to say unfortunately. Fortunately, there is somewhat of a positive ending to this story. But Pat, I do just want to say, we've only got about 4 minutes left in this, but I do want to say thank you very much for coming on the show. I really do appreciate it. And I thought you were the perfect person to discuss this case because of your very good weeks that you've been having.
Yay.
Where we've learned, even though I think a lot of people already had faith, that some people were saying some disingenuous, insincere, leaning on the incorrect facts of the story about you. So
to say the least, But this has been a blast, man. Anytime.
Thank you, sir.
I love stuff like this. This is great.
Man, awesome.
That means a lot. Thank you very much. And I hope you have a great third week too. I hope it keeps going.
Wouldn't that be great?
That would be.
And the McDonald's case became the poster child for what's wrong with people going to court and suing.
We looked at the congressional hearings about the tort reform bill, and we found that the most common reference to justify tort reform was the McDonald's coffee case. There were not many statistical studies. The primary evidence was everybody knows the McDonald's coffee case, therefore we need tort reform.
If a lady goes through a fast food restaurant, puts coffee in her lap, burns her legs, and sues and gets a big settlement, that in and of itself
that
is
right
enough
there
to
is a
tell you why we
senator
need to
saying
have tort
that.
reform.
Yeah. And in fact, what happened was it did pass the Senate, and President Bill Clinton did veto it.
She looks like Sam the Eagle from the Muppets.
She does. So, in the effort to try to weaponize that case, it actually got past the Senate.
That's crazy.
Meaning that the Senate approved it based on a bunch of disingenuous facts, a bunch of lies, a bunch of just storytelling. But then it made its way up to the president to sign off on it, and Bill Clinton said, "Nah, man, this is a bunch of bullshit."
This legislation is arcane, complex. It has a lot of legalisms and loopholes in it. But the real fact is, it could have a devastating impact on innocent Americans.
And so what happened was corporate America sort of went to a plan B. So they went to a lot of state legislatures and asked the state legislatures.
So they don't give up. They try it again.
No, they're spending a lot of money to save a lot of money. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
And all those senators, if they would have voted in favor of the reform, if they hadn't rather voted in favor of the reform, then they have all these outraged, ignorant people who have just kind of believed they skimmed the headlines. They know what happened, right? But they don't really. But then they're like, oh man, I'm bugged that this guy is for paying people $3 million when they spill coffee.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm sure McDonald's has given 1 or 2 campaign donations in their time. So
of course, we're gonna hear a little bit about that. But this has just made me laugh that it's a shocker because because Bill Clinton was so pro Cooter.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Well, there was very nearly. Didn't she have a cigar in her?
Yeah, I know.
That's even more dangerous.
At least that one wasn't lit, so she didn't get hers burned.
Yeah, Bill Clinton burned some cooters trying to light the cigars.
Yeah.
Legislatures to pass laws that would limit the rights and remedies of individuals in various ways.
And they were constantly on the attack because they had so many PR firms that they had hired to go out and do their work in the different states.
A woman was awarded $2.9 million in a lawsuit against McDonald's. She spilled hot coffee on her lap while sitting in her car and claimed it was too hot. Every day we hear about another outrageous lawsuit. Who pays? You do. Tell the legislature we can't afford another $1 million cup of coffee.
One of the most significant PR efforts was spearheaded by the American Tort Reform Association, ATRA.
The American Tort Reform Association is a group of several hundreds businesses and also colleges and universities.
I want you to hear what this guy says. This guy is the general counsel for ATRA, and we're going to hear what ATRA really is.
And I'm their general counsel, and they are dedicated to try to see that there's a fair and balanced legal system in the United States.
The American Tort Reform Association was formed in 1986 by about 300 major corporations, insurance companies, chemical companies, oil and gas, pharmaceutical companies. They're going to start advocating for laws all around the country to limit the liability of all their members. And so they hired a PR firm, and they came up with these groups called Citizens Against Lawsuit Abuse. They were to give the impression that these were just citizen groups that had sprung up spontaneously.
AstroTurf groups, so they looked like they were grassroots groups, but they really had no people in them. They were all run through the PR firm. That's what Citizens Against Lawsuit Abuse was.
The tobacco industry was actually funding a lot of this, that they would funnel money through a Washington, D.C. law firm called Covington and Burling that would then distribute tobacco money to some of these Citizens Against Lawsuit Abuse groups.
Was there any distortions by people in the media, by politicians, by people who wanted tort reform? Sometimes stories were repeated and repeated over and over again. It happens all the time, that were not true or they were unfounded. I don't think it was intentional.
I don't think it was intentional. That's what we're getting from the general counsel of the American Tort Reform Act.
That shell company was a complete accident.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard so many ridiculous stories about she was asking for $30 million or, you know, something equally ridiculous. Basically, Stella told them, I want you to cover what Medicare doesn't cover, and I want you to get a better lid on that coffee because I don't want this to happen to another person. And that was basically what she was asking for.
When somebody goes to court, they're doing something extraordinary that is hidden. To go to court and to sue is not a simple procedure. You have to go through a lot of trouble to do it. It affects your life. You're going to be attacked in all kinds of ways. Going to court to gain justice is heroic. That idea has to be out there. That is, when you, quote, win a case, you win it for other people, as well as gaining justice for yourself.
Man, you need a guy with a better voice to say those lines. You know what I mean?
I know. Yeah. Especially all that great music behind it. But this is the last little segment here, is that Stella Liebeck never regained the strength and energy she had before the burns. She passed away in 2004 at the age of 91. And McDonald's coffee holding temperature is now 10 degrees lower.
Thank God.
Thank God for us all. Thank you for being with us this evening. I hope that this was fun for everybody. I hope it was informative. At the heart of our show, as silly as it is, even though we have a lot of nonsense and we play fart sounds and do stupid things, we are essentially an educational show. I just had to play one. I mean, we avoided it the entire show. Mr. Dixon is very classy, and we don't like to do that around him. Yes. Mr. Dixon, thank you so much for being here. It really pleases me to no end to hear that you had fun and that you liked it. I was really hoping that you would enjoy this subject matter and enjoy discussing it, maybe even learning a thing or two.
Yeah.
You were a great guest, and you kept it fun, and I enjoyed you goofing on it. That is what we try to bring to our audience. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, sure, man. Thank you enormously. You know, both of you guys coming with you, and like. I think the law is fascinating, and the media is fascinating in the way they work together, and you know, I think the '90s are fascinating too. But I mean, like,
Yeah.
really, all the stuff that you're talking about is right up my alley. So I really enjoyed it, and I'm glad that you have the perfect thumbnail, you know, for the show tonight. You know, I think I know what you're gonna pick. The
Thank
burnt
you.
crotch, right? Is that
Thank
going to be
you.
the thumbnail?
Yeah,
It is now.
it is now. That'll be the clip.
The one that wanted to dunk tortilla chips into that. Was that
All right. Now, have a great one, Mr. Dixon.
you,
Thank
Pat.
you so much. I cannot believe we
he's
just
awesome.
cannot believe we just had Pat Dixon on our show.
Yeah. That was
Man, that was great. Please, everyone, go check out Mr. Pat Dixon on YouTube and on X. He was a great sport. We are gonna have to have him back. He was great.
yeah, he's awesome.
Thank you. So, folks, thank you everyone else in the chat for being here. We hope that you enjoyed this. We hope that it was informative. Now we're going to actually have one last segment of our show before we get out of here and call it a night. Please.
Uh-oh.
What?
Oh no, you paused for a second. I thought you cut out. Like you cut out for a quick
no,
second.
I was actually just trying to find it. Sorry. I was trying to find the intro. All right. So please welcome or please enjoy our newest segment, Gummy Drops. Take it away, Gummy.
Sure. If you spill hot coffee on your lap, a second can feel like an hour. But if you have a hot woman on your lap, an hour can feel like a second.
And it most often does. Thank you, everybody. Before we go, let's plug. Oh, I should have kept you up there. Please plug away, Gummy.
Sure. Gummychainsaw.com for merchandise. Tomorrow is the cutoff date to get anything before on or before the 24th. If you want to check the merch, my Dabble versus Designs, non-Dabble design, Skeptical Robot merchandise. Please check that out. And also hackamania.com, promo code Gummy, GUMMI, gets you 10% off. And then I will somehow track you down, or you track me down at the event. And I will give you a bunch of stickers and a poster that I designed. It has nothing to do with the event. I'm making this just for people who use the code. So it's a limited edition.
Awesome. And please check out the show that we have done 2 episodes for so far here on this channel called They're Doodly Done, a review of the December 6th Karmic X Live show, in which we do a watch along of the Karmic X fallout from breaking up with Felicia that happened on Saturday, December 6th. We think we're going to do one more episode for that. I'm sorry. We're going to do one more segment on that episode and then move on. We didn't make it very far because it was just too fucking funny.
Yeah, and don't get us wrong. We're not done with him. We're just done with that because it's going to be stale. Like this will literally take us weeks to go through.
Yeah.
So
much has happened since then.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? You got anything to do right now? He's live.
Yeah. Let me change outfits and I'll be good to go.
All right. Yeah. Let's have some fun.
Look at Matt. Let's go.
Here we go. I need to change my outfit too.
Oh, that yellow for itches. Glad to get out of that shit.
All right. Let's see what's going on. Oops.
What do I have to apologize for? I have nothing to apologize for. It's their world, not mine. I don't want to deal with it. I'm like, okay, I got my own thing going on. I can't deal with it. And I'm going to let, a bedabbler and his fan base. Doesn't matter if it's Bedabbler. It's all these motherfuckers who come
He
from
will
every little
apologize.
corner of this stupid
He
world.
would if he knew it was good
And,
for him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
no,
doesn't
yeah,
matter.
I'm not even saying that as a threat.
It
Like he
doesn't
will, like
matter.
he just will. I
don't
know that's
care.
his
yeah,
nature.
I agree.
He will,
I'm
and then
done.
then retract it.
I said my piece, and we're done.
No, you're
And then we can move on. And I'm just sick of antagonizing all their little fan bases like Beetlejuice, you know, yourself,
What?
and all these motherfuckers who
Beetlejuice?
have a problem.
What?
I don't need it. I don't want
Hey,
it.
what up, Josh from Jersey?
We're just
Beetle,
done.
dude. What the fuck was he
They
talking?
have fucking
I guess that's
weird
a chatter.
fans that like
Oh.
to come out and lash out 24/7. I don't need it. But they will continue. Whatever.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice, you keep yelling he was under a desk killer. Come back. Ooh. Ooh.
Even better comeback.
It's Friday. Let's have a drink. No, thank you, Tim. No, thank you. The drink is done right now. I don't know what
There's
the
something
future's
in
gonna
him
hold, but
if he hasn't been
by
drinking.
all means, have a pull, man.
Excuse me?
You're having Crown XO. Have a shot.
You're
with
telling
you.
me this is sober, Karmic?
Unless he
No.
means he's done
You know
for
what
the
happens when
night?
I drink?
There's something.
It's not a good look.
Something's
it's
off.
not good for
Yeah.
anybody, Tim.
Is it
so
the kratom,
I'm not
maybe?
gonna drink right now.
Maybe.
But you
There's
have
no
have a
bad-
piss, man. Enjoy yourself. It's Friday night. You guys got it. If anybody has a right, it's you motherfuckers to have a drink. I'm done drinking. I did enough drinking this week.
Word up,
And
Matt.
that's how I
Tim doing
feel.
the
I think
Lord's
it's
work.
over. The booze. Now, let me see if I'm just looking at my camera. Yeah, it looks good, but in my monitor, it looks a little jittery. I'm like, oh, great. Maybe I have too many things running. Let me pop that off and pop this off. Turning
Looking in
off tabs,
his
all
camera?
that good shit.
Maybe he is sober because he's incredibly boring right now.
But Tim, have a pisser. Enjoy yourself. I'll be with you eventually. I probably will have that drink. I just don't know if I'm in the mood for it.
Holiday
I
day
don't
twice
think I
he's
am.
just
Yeah,
simply
I-
out. He's just out of
It's
alcohol.
ugly. It's ugly. It is. I don't like getting ugly. I'm just tired.
Oh, something is off. Something is definitely.
There's something
So,
in
no
him.
drinking
Did you
tonight.
see
If
that?
that's why
Did you
you're
see that
here.
cigarette- him
Go and watch
puffing that
any of
cigarette?
your other little
Yeah.
cutesy programs. Go and watch that. I'm not going to give it to you.
Like us.
I'm not giving you the satisfaction to say, hey, look, he's drunk. Let's fuck it with him. I'm just not. I don't need that. I said apologies to everybody. I'm done. No more. No mas.
Not
It's the
everyone.
holidays. I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need this guilt. I don't want to harbor it anymore. I'm pushing it away. Goodbye, guilt, as it, floats down the goddamn river. Goodbye. Hit the next fucking town on the stop and let them deal with it. I'm not dealing with
God,
it.
he's so verbose.
So that's where we're at.
Try reducing your
Well,
word
everybody
count,
can
Karmic.
say whatever they
That'd be my advice.
So
It's
have a
weird
pisser.
because he's using a lot of words, but he ain't
Yeah.
saying shit.
Well, I
No.
said my piece.
Never.
I said my piece. It's time to drink. Ish. I hate it, people. I don't want to drink, but I
That was so fast. What the fuck?
I changed my mind. I think out loud.
I think
I'm gonna have one. One, and we'll see where things go.
let me put
All
on.
right.
I gotta show some restraint on how I talk to people. I gotta shut my fucking mouth.
Give me a sec. I'll be here, but I want to get Pat's links and put them in chat.
Yeah, no worries.
And that's that. I'm gonna shut my mouth.
For a
If
second, I
get
thought I
drunk,
heard that
ain't
wrong.
gonna
I'm glad.
Comment about any of these pieces of shit. I'm just done. Skull. There you go, Tim. There you go, Beetlejuice. Have your drink. Let's do this.
Beetlejuice. That is funny. I like that.
Wow. Let's see if I feel better. Absolute hangover cure.
Big David
there,
Byrne
the
fan here,
dog.
Donald Kunzer.
No drinking tonight. It's not for me. Have a pisser. Anyway, time for a drink.
Absolutely.
I need to
and
shut
this
my mouth.
happened
No
within
joke,
20
right?
minutes. This whole soliloquy. I'm not going to drink tonight. And then I have a drink. And then it's like, okay, I got to be careful, though. I can't go into this fucking everything up. I got to be careful with what I say.
Why start now?
Yeah.
So I got to bring it back a lot. A lot. So I'm going to try to do that. I'm trying.
Keep trying.
So I did apologize to everybody who has a problem with me. I'm done with it. I don't want it. I don't want it. No more fucking tete-a-tete or whatever the hell. Nothing. We're not going to do it. I'm just not going to partake. You guys can have your fun. Just have it. Have a pisser at my expense. We got it. We've been doing it for months. Have it. It's not my place. So I'm just tired.
You're giving the ammo. You give the ammo. You freely, voluntarily
Mentally exhausted.
give the ammo.
It's just something I can't deal with anymore. So all of these people who have a problem with me, yeah, have a good year. How about that? I'm done.
drink, fucker. Come on.
I'm just done digging deep and saying some
Jiminy Cricket,
vicious,
you are not.
awful shit. I'm just done. But I'll do it again.
Ooh, good question. Has he already gotten back with Felicia, or is this just
Then
general
I'm back
regrets?
in it. Yay.
I mean, apparently that came up.
Wonderful. He just apologized. Oh, he's shitting on me again. Yay.
I'll admit I'm not as involved, so I don't know, but if there's any mention of it, I haven't heard it.
Yeah, I saw. I didn't
not
watch
always
it, but I
angry. It
saw
makes
a
me feel
clip
like shit.
of something about him getting back with her, but I don't know what it means. I didn't watch the clip.
Fucking garbage.
Huh.
I'm being real. I don't like it. I don't want it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I'm done with it.
Sounds like you don't need it.
Nope, and he's done with it until ... Like he was done drinking.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So maybe move on. But here's the thing: he has no content.
Blaze
Nothing.
Bolt Sniper FG was just now flirting with
Clearwater
Shag clip on Reddit. Okay, that's cute. Sure, that's adorable. The thing, Felicia, fair game, right? You cried your piece. I don't know what you're trying to imply.
Can he fuck her? It's not
Ghost Crusaders TV gifting 5 Karmic X Live memberships. Thank you kindly, Ghost Crusader. I appreciate that wholeheartedly. I'm the one thing I'm really done with is the Spurge snake situation. I'm just done with it. You guys have a blessed year.
Hey, did you hear that, Spurg? You're off the hook.
Hey, yeah, right.
I don't care. I mean,
Spurg's like, you stop sweating now, bro.
I have something to stand on, but why? Why do I have to go down this route with people? I don't need it.
I think it's on
I don't
BYB right
want
now.
Oh, excuse me.
Shout out to Spurg Snake.
Maybe I should send him a super
So,
chat. Tell him
I'm
he's
just
off
done
the
with
hook.
it. Put it to bed. I'm putting it all to bed. We're done.
That's so funny.
And thank you, Ghost Crusaders TV. Beetlejuice, just mess with you, buddy. Talk to Gilly lately. Here's the thing. I talked about, how people get along, try to have some peaceful way to move forward and all that shit. So, yeah, that piece was made, and, yeah, maybe there is some conversation. But it's nobody's business either. It's nobody. There's just some peace. Peace of mind is all I'm going for.
Literally could have just said no. It's just like...
So many words. All right, I'm sending Spurg a super chat
Trying
right
to
now.
imply I'm sliding into DMs, torch off 20K. I don't even know who you are, the thing. Everything you're saying is really bizarre, but you know what? That's up to you. You say whatever you want. It's just strange.
Exactly.
I formally apologize to Rocco and OJ because I'm insecure about their jokes. Let's take another shot. Also, I have no proof Taz screwed me out of $12K.
What?
Whatever.
Wait.
Whatever. What part of I am done with it?
He accused her of stealing
I don't
money?
need the headache. I didn't say she screwed me out at $12K.
Yeah, okay, good. I was like,
just say,
I didn't-
hey,
I don't know that.
friend of a friend of a friend of a friend who might have done me wrong. You don't know. You just don't know. I'm just being real with you. Come here, kitty. There's a cat clawing my leg.
Felicia?
I'm just being real. I'm done with it. I'm putting it to bed. And there's no more fucking areas that I should harbor any more resentment. I'm just done with it. But Puppet Boy's got his fans. They're gonna come over here and tell me what for, just because I
Puppet
put the hurt
Boy.
on him.
Puppet Boy.
Oh,
So
he
I
put
understand
he
that.
put the hurt on
I don't
him?
know.
Is that what he just said?
I don't
I
know
didn't-
God.
what happened yesterday. What was the word that triggered it? Where I maybe it was
Bro,
one
the word
too
"the"
many.
will trigger you.
I don't remember. Don't recall. But I digress. So we're moving forward. Skull.
This guy
Let's
only
play
has
some
like
music.
3 shirts. I'm a fucking cat and I have more outfits.
Hey, kitty. Come here, kitty.
No, run! Meow, meow, run!
My voice is shot. Here, kitty. Come here. Watch. Come here. Oh, you little stinker. Anyway,
Pulling his dick out.
I have a cat who's interested. So I'm trying to get some cat action on the screen.
I don't know why
Excuse me, sir?
I love this statement. I feel like this belongs on a shirt. Way to go, One Pun.
Nice.
Life is hard. Get a helmet. I like that. I really like that sincerely.
Also, the hockey
fuck.
helmet because he's retarded.
We're starting with the fucking music now. All right. While he plays that music, they just read my super chat. They just read my super chat on BYB. Hold on, let me remove that. Let me play it real quick, just because it's funny. We got Sparksnake to to respond to it. This is not sniping. I just want to play this clip. Here we go. Oh shoot.
There, because I
Here we
mean,
go.
he's a dependent. I mean, it's almost like having a child.
Do you think Anthony would have put up with them though, or had anything to do with them after all this?
He wouldn't have a choice if he just moved down to Greenville area.
Yeah.
Then you're
I don't know what
stuck
they're
with the
talking
little
about.
Kid fucking thing. I don't know,
This
man.
is great news. Luigi Greenberg coming in with great news. Spurg, this is great news for you, man. Rest easy, bro.
Yeah. Luigi Greenberg, $5. Go ahead, Spurg.
Luigi Greenberg, like you said, $5. Hey, Spurg Snake, Karmic just said you're off the hook. He isn't suing you anymore. You can stop sweating.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, right.
love that for you.
Sweating. That was what I was doing. I was annoyed more than anything. Just like, dude, stop. The problem is he's running his mouth and he's like, oh yeah, say it to my face, you punk bitch. And he's got me blocked everywhere except his YouTube chat.
That's funny.
And I'm not going into his YouTube chat to chat at him because that's when people start sending him money. I'm not playing this guy's fucking game. Fuck him.
Man.
Somebody go over there and super chat him, let him know that we would love to have him on. Tell him we'll send him the link right now. He can address.
I'll send
whatever.
yeah, exactly that. He can come right now and have a fucking chat.
We're direct
I'm off
people,
the
so
hook.
we
I'll
would
off
love
the
to-
hook my.
That's interesting.
Very nice.
All right. I think the music's over. He's back on. Let's see what he has to say, and hopefully we can catch that in real time.
Shit. I just can't.
Ah, here we go. Yeah.
It's their world, not mine.
Let's see. I'll back it up just a
That's
little
a boogie, man. It's too. LaBurn, BYB want to give you link, but you blocked them all. Tell them thank you, but yeah, we're just letting the peaceful waters flow, BYB, and I think that's best.
Is that what he calls alcohol?
I don't want to
peaceful
be
waters?
everybody's boogeyman. It's too much. It really is. I can't
are
deal with it.
nobody's boogeyman.
So
my guy.
BYB,
boogeyman,
Skull. Have a good one.
I think it's a racist.
Take care. I'm being reasonable. I can't take this shit no more. I can't take this fucking vitriol shit. I just can't. It's their world, not mine.
Hammers. Carmix is the
how I
Rob
feel.
Saul of cats.
LaBurn Mystic, thank you. And tell BYB, take care. You know, let's not have any fucking horse shit to deal with. I'm done with it. I'm just done.
By request, somebody wanted cat girl, my dancing cat girls.
He has
I got you,
nothing.
Donald.
He has no
Thank you.
You gotta
There are
have
times. Sorry.
Thank you, LaBurn.
No, you go ahead.
There are times I'm thinking you're pausing the video, but he just ain't saying anything.
Yeah.
Like, he's long drawn out
He's
pausing.
just stopping. I mean, that's he has
Tell
no-
BYB, all's well.
Yeah.
No need to talk. No
He
need
has
to have a
nothing.
conversation.
He has no content.
Just not right now. I'm just done with it all. Hey, kitty. Spurgsig is going off on you on BYB. Say he's gonna fuck. Oh, that.
Fuck your mom.
They'll just sent you link. Sent you link. Want you to come on to prove you're a real man and you give them ratings? No, thank you. No, thank you. It's about me. It's not about them. It's about me. And I did apologize. I'm done with it all.
Oh, you apologized to Spurg? Really?
I'm just
Oh,
done with it.
apologize.
Months of this
Must have
shit.
missed that.
I'm just exhausted. I'm exhausted. So they can have it. That's how I look at it. They can have it. Have the win, all you fuckers. Whatever that is, have the win. Have the win.
All right, this is sad. This is sad. Okay, all right. I think we might be done. I have not paused it, by the way. That's real time.
But I digress. Thank you, Anonymous.
How do you digress from silence?
It's gonna fuck your mom. Oh.
Detroit Dabbler. Glad to see her better. Why so mad at innocent Taz?
Okay, all right. Yeah, we got to wait till he's drunk.
I'm just saying, friend of.
That's just okay. Yeah, he's boring. All right, folks. Thank you so much for being here with us. Please check out our series. They're doodly done. And also check out Hack Ride Studios on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, where I co-host a show with Casey Day and DJ Electrify. We do Unboxing Riley Martin, Unboxing Bigfoot It Is, and Unboxing Eric on Wednesdays. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
I
you.
forgot something. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Shout out to Trucker Andy and Joe. Today's their birthday, apparently.
Yes,
I
today's
did see that
yes.
on-
Happy birthday, Andy and Jerksock.
Yes. And I will be on their show Sunday. All apologies, but I think it comes out Tuesdays or Wednesdays. I'm sorry. Where
Yeah.
we will be discussing some pro wrestling. And
Awesome.
yes, it'll be myself, Andy, Nelly, and I know Hughesy's penciled in, so I'm not sure if he will be on.
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
I will look forward to that.
Yeah.
Also,
we
please.
shoot Sunday. Sorry.
Oh no, go ahead. I'm sorry. I thought you were
Nothing. No, I say we shoot Sunday, then it comes out. And I honestly, I'm sorry. It's either follow me in X and I'll put it up. It's either Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm sorry about that.
No worries. No worries. Yeah, Sunday we're gonna do a part 3 of their Doodly Done. Please stop by. And tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern, please go over to Hack Ride Studios channel and check out Catch 22 with DJ Electrify and Casey Day.
And catch Pat Dixon and late AF. He usually starts at like 11 or midnight, and he literally goes till like 5 in the morning.
Yeah,
So-
and it's just that
Yeah.
show's just a lot of fun, and
Yeah.
there's just been so much going on. I think tonight's probably going to be a good episode. Yeah. All right, everybody.
I'm sorry. I figure by the time he goes on, Carmack's going to be fucking half in the bag. So it should be interesting because he'll probably snipe him.
Hey, maybe we'll jump back on.
Yeah. I'll be around. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great night. We'll see you next week.
Sunday.
Yeah, we'll see you Sunday.
Yeah.
Man, God, it's still close to Christmas. God, it's moving too fast.
We get
shit.
It flies.
I have got so much Christmas shopping to do. All right, everybody. Have a great night.
Goodbye, faggot.
That's right, it sucks.